Hey, crafty besties. How's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? I hope you did. I am happy to be back with you as we prepare for Defember 2022, hosted by 49 Dragonflies, which is Barbara, and Louise Heinzel from Louise Heinzel Junk Journal Art. Hey guys, I made this. This is my first sewn journal. I found a piece of fabric that my friend had given me in a box, and I used elastic threads, and I made 6 signatures, and they downloaded the prompt list, so go to 49 Dragonflies or Louise Heinzel, or you can check out the, because they have freebies on there, so make sure you grab those. So here's the prompt list, which kind of looks hard to me. Fluff and mason jar. I have fluff. I gotta find something to represent the mason jar. Anyway, so I did look that up. There's freebies and giveaways. They're always so nice, y'all. I did this with them last year, and I made this sewn pocket the other day while I was sewing and having a good time. They did Defember last year, but they didn't include these fun animal cards. And yes, some of these look very purple because I was running out of ink in the colored ink. So that's okay. I just let them print, and I will have, there's nothing that's wrong in junk journaling. But these are the freebies. They're the animal cards that they got for them. Y'all, I even gave myself a sewn-in pocket at the bottom. And no, I know this is got some work to do. I'm still learning, but this is the very first one I ever sewed. So, I took an Amazon package, and I took this fabric right here that I found in a box. It looks like maybe it was for pillows or something. I'm not sure what it was for. And I'm pretty excited about Defember. And prompt list. I'll probably write this because the Defember is actually what got me into junk journaling at all, period. And then I have some other ephemera that I'm gonna just probably glue in here. See, this is what happens when my printer starts running out of ink. But yeah, so I'm going to probably glue these in as tuck spots or something. But the Defember series was what actually got me into junk journaling, because I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to be more creative. Oh, and I want to show y'all something I got today at the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you have a Dollar Tree where you're watching from, but this is a foundation brush, and I got it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, because it's $1.25 now there, everything. But these are magnificent blending brushes when you're using stencils and oxides or paint or whatever. Instead of using a dauber, you can use these. And I used to get them at TJ Maxx, but they don't have them there anymore. But I'm now finding them, and found 4 today at the Dollar Tree. And that way I don't mix my Distress oxides. So I was pretty excited about what I found at the Dollar Tree. Yay for Dollar Tree. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and open those up and have those ready for Defember. Fluff mason jar. And I don't know, they're going to pick one of these cards, one of the animal cards that Barbara and Louisa designed them, and they both have them on their channel as freebies. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, this, I really didn't do the fast flow stitching challenge, and this is my attempt at fast flow stitching. And then I have this pan of coffee that I keep in my breakfast room, and so I dipped it in the coffee And I like the way that it kind of did around the stitching. But I may use this. I don't know. Maybe we'll put it here. I don't know. But I thought, because I was watching Barbara and Louisa's channel, and they've both got a lot of belly bands and tuck places. I just coffee dyed a bunch of regular paper. Look how yummy that is. I did, and then I baked it in the oven to dry. So I got some of these kind of little stripes in my coffee dyed pages, and like that's where it was on the oven racks. But it's got all different kinds of, I love the way that it comes up. I thought that kind of looked like a bunny when it was all laid out, but I was pretty excited about being able to coffee dye my own paper. And I think I just sewed this in too tight with what I used to bind things in. I used stretchy cord, and I left these, and I haven't put anything on them, like beads or buttons or anything yet. I didn't know if they were going to make that part of the challenge. They also are going to have snacks, guys. We get to play with crayons and paints and have snacks. So I can't see what's not to love about it. But, yeah. So, as this is my first sewn journal, I was pretty proud of myself for that. So, I glued this on here. And I may embellish this up some more. I don't know. But I was pretty excited that I get to do this challenge again. I'm glad that they did it again. Barbara, Louisa, thank you so much for doing this challenge. Let's make a little... I'm not going to decorate things up too much right now. But we are going to just take a minute and glue a tuck spot here and a tuck spot there. And I like this because it's colored on that side. And I'm pretty excited that we get to craft together again this year. I learned so much last year during Defember because I had never really done junk journaling before. I never did glue books as a kid. I didn't do anything like that. And I didn't know that it was something I could actually do. So yeah, that's, you know, y'all all know that I'm, you know, in the slow class when it comes to all of these crafty things. But I was in a situation, marriage-wise, where I was not allowed to be creative. And my creativity was frowned upon. Ooh, I want the owls to be on the outside. Yeah, let's make this a upside up tuck. Yeah. I wasn't allowed to be creative. My creativity was discouraged. It was a waste of time and a waste of money. Even though if I had known about junk journaling, I had plenty of ephemera laying about that I could have used. But then, in the situation I was in, I feel I would have been told that nobody would want it anyway, and it was garbage. And why was I trying to think I could make something out of trash? But that is exactly what I'm doing, because this was an old notepad that I wasn't using. And I threw it in the coffee dye pot. And I'm excited because now I'm very loved and very supported. And if you're not loved or supported in your situation with your spouse or significant other, do yourself a favor and leave. Don't be like I was and think that you're going to stay and it's going to ever get better, because it won't. So, yeah, by all means, I don't know what that receipt's about. By all means, do yourself a favor and get out of a bad situation. I stayed for a lot longer than I should have. So don't make my mistakes. And since this is starting in December, and I do Christmas, we got this little Christmas tag, but I'm not going to make him be in a pocket. I'm just going to glue him and make him a tuck spot. Or should I, like, alter something and make him belly band with tuck spot it is. But we're going to make a belly band out of this braille paper. Because you all know how I love my braille paper. I do love braille paper. I think braille paper is awesome. I don't think it's awesome that you would have to be blind, because I watch my mother-in-law struggle with things, and she's an amazing woman. She raised 4 boys in the United States of America in the 1980s. Now, I don't know about you all, but I don't know that I could raise 4 boys, period, in any time period. But she successfully raised 4 decent human beings in the 1980s, and she was blind and by herself. So I think that's pretty phenomenal. And no, she's not watching me. She doesn't watch my YouTube channel. So y'all don't tell her that I'm in here bragging on her. But I just think she is bad to the bone. I have a huge amount of respect for her. So today was what we call Black Friday in the U.S. I don't know what they call it elsewhere in the world. To my UK friends, happy late Remembrance Day. I totally missed that the other week. Sorry. But Thanksgiving is the way I was taught history. Now, I don't know what they're teaching now, because it's also Indigenous Americans Day or something. But I think that that Thanksgiving is a time where we are taught to give thanks for what we have. And I think that more than not, we need to give thanks. I'm just going to glue this and make it a pocket and glue it in here, because apparently my journal was much more naked. I thought it needed to be naked for Defember, but I don't know, because I still don't know what we're doing. But I saw their journals and they had tuck spots and pockets and belly bands and things, so I thought we could toss a few of them in here. Even though my paper's crinkled, it's okay. There's no rules in junk journaling. That's what I love about it. Love junk journaling. This is another envelope that I got in the mail, and I am going to just glue it in here, because I tossed it into the coffee, and coffee dyed my envelope. And if I'm doing something wrong, if you guys think that I'm doing this wrong, y'all can tell me, you're doing it wrong. Oh, I think that we also need to make a little place where, you know, this is a tuck. But I don't want to get out my punch and do it, even though my punch is right here. I want to have a little tear out place instead of... Let's see what happens if we spray on these. It's just a clear spray. It's a scented spray. It smells like Cloudberry Dreams from Scentsy. That'll also give my journal a nice fragrance. And then I have, if you're not religious, that is okay. But this is a verse that my mom gave to me, and I'm going to include this in here. I'm just going to stick it in this pocket for now. I might move it later. But this verse. I think I'm just going to glue it here. Because it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." Now, you may not be going through something great right now. You may actually be having a really, really rough go right now. But I heard a good quote today, and I like it a lot. The quote was, "Everything works out in the end, and it will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end." So just remember that. And remember that your crafty bestie tab, I love you. And I think you guys are amazing. And if you haven't subscribed, if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you also would, if you like this video, please like this video. If you have something constructive to tell me, how to make things look better in my journal, by all means, give me that constructive criticism. I'll take it. Okay, so this is what happens when I get stuck. I heard one of my crafty besties talk about that they were kind of in a creative rut. When I get stuck, I try to find a prompt list from somewhere, and right now it just happens to be a good time for a prompt list with the Ephemerimber. And I sit down and I just say, hey, I'm going to glue something together. And, oh, look, I found something to glue. I found a tag to glue into a tuck spot. I found a piece of braille paper to glue as a belly band. And I glued an envelope as a little pocket. And I even glued a verse on it. Now, this verse is very precious to me because, well, it comes up in my life a lot when I think everything is over, life is finished, but it's not. And if you ever feel like you need somebody to talk you off of that ledge of, you think, I'm not worth it, life's not worth it, I'm not going to be okay. Trust me when I tell you, you are loved. You are cared for, and you matter more than you know. Ooh, princess. Maybe I should put princess on here too. Because I am a princess. Because I am chosen and adopted and cared about. Well, we'll lay that aside for another time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes. Next Saturday, we will be into the Ephemerimber. So on December 1st, I'm going to start the prompt list, and I'm going to try to make a video every day, and I'm going to try to keep up. That's so funny. I'm going to try to keep up with Barbara and Louisa. Not a snowball's chance, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to grow as an artist and a human. And we're going to have fun creating fun things together this December. Because it's so much fun. And we're going to hashtag everything we create in this. Hashtag Ephemerimber. So, guys, join us for some crafting fun. I'm going to write a little blurb here about how this is the second year of the challenge that started it all. I may or may not share that next time. But I'll see you in the next video. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Remember, you're loved and you're enough.